Hello everyone, it's Lori Kramer again, and this is my attempt at a third tutorial, or no, actually a second tutorial, I'm sorry, my third video. I'm still learning my setup and my camera, and I still have so much left to learn, so this is still very basic. I apologize if my video quality isn't great, or if my pictures and focus are not clear, and if I'm stuttering a lot, which I happen to be doing. But anyway, let me just cut to it. I came up with this idea for a junk journal I'm working on now, which is farm themed and country themed, and pockets seem to be really big, and little notepads seem to be pretty awesome to put into these little books. So this is what I came up with, and I figured, why not just toss it out there and see if you guys like it. The ephemera that I've used, I got off of Amity Bloom's Etsy site, and I'll leave her link below. It's a pretty big kit, and it comes with all this beautiful ephemera, and I printed out some sheets so that you could see what they consist of and why I decided to use them. They're really like cute, quaint. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'll be using a lot of the pieces from this kit and probably making a second page spread like this one with whatever I don't use for this one. So with that being said, I've pre-cut everything out. I have not sewn or glued anything down yet. I usually like to do that off camera because it's time consuming. But basically what you're going to need for this is, I do all my sewing and everything before I assemble the books. So I've got a couple of sheets of pages that I'm going to be putting in my book. For this one, I just have the background being graph paper because I think it kind of goes with the theme. So you'll need something to make the pockets on. I used a regular paper bag for some of the pockets, for like the foundation of the pockets here, and then a little bit of the excess I used on the paper pad. Hopefully I'm in frame. So you'll need a paper bag. I used, I don't have any glassine, so I just coffee dyed some tracing paper, and if you want, you can use a sheet of that. You want a couple of sheets of either scrap paper or lined paper. Typically I'd have this coffee dyed, but for the sake of saving time and doing the video, I don't have any on hand. And you'll need some doilies or something pretty. You could use lace if you wanted to, or other types of, maybe some fabric scraps would look really pretty here and here instead. Use your imagination. This is just basically to inspire you. What I've done is I've cut out all my ephemera pieces that I really liked from the kit, including there's some recipe cards. They're really cute. They're beautiful. The graphics in the kit I really like them quite a bit. I mean, look at them. Aren't they beautiful? And over here, I've used one of the big pieces, and I've scored a line up at the top so that I can make a little pad, a notepad over here that can be flipped through when I'm done sewing it all together. The pages could be ripped out, or you could just keep a little notepad. I plan on sewing everything together and then sewing it directly on, so this will also lift when I'm finished. Sorry about the bump on the camera. That was me. Over here, basically, I mean, this is so simple. I have ripped down some of the paper bag, and the other half is over here. I folded one end up. I made sure to leave enough space on either side so that I can sew it in when I'm done. I tore up a piece of that tracing paper because I liked that you could see through it. You can use glassine. You could use pretty much anything that you want to, but I really liked that when the card was put inside, here, and then behind it that you could really see that there was another slot in there. And I've torn up a piece of doily for the bottom that I am just going to fold up and around the bottom part. I'm going to sew this in. I'll probably end up either sewing or gluing this piece, and then probably also sewing or gluing this piece. So I mean, it's really, really simple. I'm going to step off camera, sew those pieces together, and then I'll show you the end result. Hopefully it didn't go too fast. Like I said, I'm still learning, and I'm not going to be perfect, but I know you guys will bear with me, and hopefully I've given you a little bit of an idea. So I'll be right back in a minute.